It's a pretty jam-packed day. It is our one day at Hollywood Studios this trip. So we're gonna try to fit everything possible into this one day. And most importantly, this is going to be the last time we are seeing Muppet Vision 3D, which is one of my favorite things at Disney World. It's a bittersweet day. And I do have the proper attire on today. A Muppet Vision t-shirt. It is so sick. It's from like this place called like Single Rider. This is Hannah's last day, which is also unfortunate, you know. It's been a good trip, right? A lot of good time at Hollywood Studios, so no reason to think about it yet, you know. And to get us going, we did get some kids Make You Waffles meals here. There's a weird smell in Captain Cook's. It's just a little bit of funky smell in here.
I didn't even notice it.
It'll definitely wake you up in the morning. Super good, super light breakfast over at Captain Cook's. You know, when you're at Disney World, no shame in ordering off the kids menu. It's kind of the best thing to do, especially when you get like 2 sides with it.
The Muppets have arrived at the Disney MGM Studios theme park.
We've arrived at Hollywood. That was an insane bus ride. Very full for like 8 a.m.
Also, 3 buses came at the exact same time.
Yeah, I think they were probably late, so just a lot of people going to Hollywood Studios at the same time. I'm sure Rise is gonna have a crazy crowd, but we are gonna wait for it just because we do not have a lightning lane for it, and everyone wants to ride it. Why not wait in it? It is Rise the Resistance, one of the best rides of all time. So let's do it. I think the good thing about Hollywood Studios early entry is that it's not like Animal Kingdom, where there's one ride everybody's gonna rush to. There are a few options here. You could do Rise, Mickey, Minnie, you could do Slinky. So there's a bunch of choices of like high demand rides. So it spreads it out a little more than like, you know, every single person rushing to Flight of Passage at the same time. I will say, real ones, Rope Drop, Muppet Vision 3D. Crowds definitely look a little intense today. See how it is. And we've made it in. The Hollywood Studios opening is just so chaotic and crazy. The ticketing line is always like that. It really doesn't say much about the day and how crowded it's gonna be. It just gets very intense and insane. Hollywood Studios is a really pretty entrance, and like it's like Main Street area is just so nice, especially at night when all like the neon signs light up.
I think Disney does a really good job with their designs for their fonts and their signage. I think they really theme it well to the aesthetic that they're trying to do. So yeah.
It does look like the majority of people are going to Slinky first, which is interesting because Rise is gonna be this way. It's not too late to turn it all around and Rope Drop, Muppet Vision 3D, you know? It's not too late. We have made it into Star Wars Land. The extended queue is not open, so that is a good sign. We opened up the extended queue. I feel so honored. Thank you, thank you. The kiddos are also going on it. We'll see how they do. They're both tall enough. You excited? While in line, you gotta do the Star Wars data pad. The kids love it. Adults love it. Everyone loves the Star Wars data pad. Yep. Let's see how this goes.
Recruits, for your safety, please have the train. You're not authorized to wait. To go to the president.
Whoa!
Look good.
So cool. Kylo!
Oh, great job, recruits.
We finished Rise, and the park has officially been open for 15 minutes. So that's pretty good. The kids did great. A little scared of Kylo Ren, but when he went away, they really enjoyed that. They enjoyed the drop, which I was very surprised by. So loved the drop. So now we're gonna go to Toy Story Mania. Hannah's gonna get smoked in Toy Story Mania. Should be fun. Use the Force.
Come in, 3PO!
Rise is just so good. It never gets old. The practical effects on that ride, there are a lot of screens, but like the use of like blasters and how blasters like interact with the environment, just so cool. Such a good ride. Never gets old. And I don't care what anybody says, Star Wars Land is one of the coolest theme park lands of all time. The use of space, the use of like audio, everything in this land is so sick and so cool, and people hate. I don't understand why. And welcome into Toy Story Land. Already a 95-minute wait for Slinky Dog. That's normal. Oh yeah, tripped out. She is so cooked. We were rooting, tooting, ready for shooting. It was a good time, right, Mia?
I did it well. So for my sister.
Oh. All right, Owen got
it.
the cookie that he's been craving.
It's your favorite.
What's it called, Owen?
Jack Nom Nom.
Let us know how it is. 10 out of 10. 2 thumbs up.
9.5.
9.5. Great. All right, we have some iced coffee and iced chai from Joffrey's. Good.
It's good. It's very sweet.
All right, we're over on Sunset Boulevard now. So lightning lane experience has been tough.
Not great. Not the best. App is very confusing, and they noted our account that they will not help us anymore with it. So
I think it's really frustrating that this is a service that you pay for, and at the end of the day, they should be helping you. It should not be on you to figure these things out. You're paying for the experience. So it's like, you know, these are problems and flaws that FastPass Plus also had, but it was a free experience, so it was a little bit more excusable. If it's gonna be tough for us, people that go to Disney basically every year, imagine what it's like for that family that is just going for the first time. But what basically happened was the Tower of Terror lightning lane, we had it scheduled early. We tried to swap somebody out. There was a check mark.
I would think a check mark means that that's who's going on the road.
But I guess it means
the
they're not. So
which is fine. That was my mistake.
yeah. Instead of like helping us and getting it fixed, which they did, but then said, you know, not again. We can't do that again. So that's frustrating. I mean, it's a frustrating experience sometimes. The lightning lane. I recommend not doing it if you don't have to. It's just it's a lot.
For like select rides that are really long ways.
Just
like,
don't. Yeah, it's just.
Guardians or like I don't know.
And waiting in line is part of the experience anyway. You know, that's part of the Disney experience. It's part of the fun, part of the magic. So make sure you do that. We are gonna head over to Villains now, the new show over where the Lightning McQueen show was. It opened like 2 days ago. I have no idea how long the show's gonna be here for. I feel like it's kind of like a preview to the Villains land they're making, but maybe it'll be here for longer if people really enjoy it. We'll see if we enjoy it today.
I can just reflect. So what you see, this was you can't. Yeah, you want me too.
Insignificant and awkward note flamboyant.
Hey, whose homework is that? 2 out
All right, just finished Villains. What you think?
Not my favorite. I didn't like that it was like 90% screen.
I thought a lot of the screen usage was cool. It probably even looks cooler on the video than it does in person. I'm guessing like the part with like Maleficent when she was like coming in looks visually really cool with the screens. Sometimes like with like Hades and Jafar, it felt budgeted, like they were constrained with like, you know, not having enough people to do it. I also am not the biggest fan of screens, but I thought a lot of the usage was pretty cool and felt necessary more so than a lot of the time, so good on them. I thought that was a good show. What do you think, Mia?
I liked it.
I like that they have an original song. That's always a plus. And we'll see how long the show's here for. Again, I think it's for preparation for the Villains Land. Get some hype going. But who knows? Maybe it'll stay longer. I'm sure it will. Hannah saw Tony get the cheddar jalapeno pretzel and has been craving it for like 2 hours now. So let's see with the bite if it's worth it. Worth the wait. Good. All the villains in one place like that. Pretty Kingdom Hearts coded if you ask me. I don't know about you. If not anything else, until we get Villains Land, this is where you're gonna find your villains craze. Because everybody loves the Disney villains and there's not a lot of space for them at the parks except for Fantasmic. So for them to have their own show, that's pretty epic. But enough with the show business. Let's get on Slinky. More lightning lane troubles. You're trying to do Sophia swapping for my mom who had a lightning lane for Slinky Dog. She wasn't gonna go on it. Sophia was. We thought the ticket on like the app would work. It didn't. You need on like the wallet or you need the actual physical ticket. So now Larissa isn't going on it and Sophia's gonna go instead. Again, just complications, just unnecessary complications to this process.
Yeah, we had the ticket and we showed it to them too.
It just makes it kind of not as fun to spend that money. It's more of a hassle than like a than a perk, you know? And it should feel like a perk, especially if you're paying for it. So I just think, you know, the system isn't very loose. When you have children with you, which you do at Disney, you need to have a little bit of a loose system. Things are gonna change. Sophia's gonna wanna go on rides. She's not gonna wanna go on rides. That's how it goes. So you just gotta be ready for that. And again, I get it. We are paying for it and you wanna make sure it's a fair system when people are paying for it. Like, you want it to be equal for everybody, that kind of thing. But the issue is that is a self-inflicted wound. They made this a paid service and then made it more complicated with that. That's where the annoyance, I guess, comes from. And, you know, it's just unfortunate. But we are getting on Slinky Dog, and so is Sophia, so let's have a good time. Here we go! Slinky Dog is just a great coaster for all ages. From Sophia to my dad, everybody loves that one. And it is unfortunately time to start saying goodbye to Muppets. One of the best attractions here at Disney World. It is one of the last things Jim Henson ever worked on. It's one of the last remaining things here from opening day of MGM Studios. It's just a very historical piece, and it's sad that it's going. I'm gonna miss it a lot, but let's enjoy it now while we can. 60 minutes for Rise, not too bad today. Not too shabby at all. For one of the last times, welcome into Muppet Courtyard. Shows in 5 minutes, let's head on in. Everyone has their one obscure Disney attraction. This is 100% mine.
Thank you. Welcome. Welcome here. Hello, hi there. Welcome to my park.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I am Sam Eagle.
Right, are we opening the torches and just make sure we do waving?
Look at the guy in the goofy mask. That's not a mask. Oh, sorry, lady. Facility. Hey, careful.
Have been able to grab hold.
Birds sing in the sycamore tree.
Nobody would let me help in the movie.
It was all commotion about. What? It ran away. I'm in the house. Not you! Look out!
What is this?
I just think no other show comes close to that. The amount of like effects they have in there, there's live characters, there's animatronics, there's explosions. It is just phenomenal in every way. And by far the best show they've ever made. And the best theme park show of all time. And over here used to be the best gift shop. It looked like a giant Muppet studio in there. They had so many stuffed animals. It truly was the best. It's a shame it's not here. I wish they brought it back for even like a day so we could just spend all of our money there. But alas. We will be back later tonight for one final send-off from us. But this was Hannah's last goodbye to Muppet Vision. What a good one. Alright, we are about to go back for some pool time, but first we're gonna hit the Tower of Terror. I didn't go on the ride until last year when I was the ripe age of 20 years old. I've been terrified of it for 20 years, and last year conquered that fear. We arrived. Owen is shaking. He is so scared right now. That's crazy.
That's you.
That's crazy, Owen. By the way, shout out TJ at Tower of Terror. That is an opening day cast member. It's still here, which is pretty sick. So shout out him.
Dimension of sight, a dimension of mind, over into the Twilight Zone.
Mia, you have now entered the Twilight Zone.
Aw, heck nah.
Tower of Terror was great as always. Every time I'm so afraid everything's gonna fall out, like my bag was on the floor. I could feel it like going up and I was like, yeah, that's it. Luckily, we made it through. Anna, how was your last ride of the trip? Good?
10 out of 10. My top 3 rides, so.
It's not better than Muppet Vision. Quick detour to go get root beer floats across Hollywood Studios because Owen and Hannah are craving and we gotta respect that, you know? It's our last day, so whatever she says goes, I guess.
It's also my trip.
Can't beat them, join them. Not that though. Goodbye Hollywood, we will be back in a little bit. We are back, we're gonna do some chilling, some eating at the Polynesian pool, and then we'll be on our way again. But time to relax for a little bit, recharge, very important, especially in this heat. The pool is short-lived, it did start to rain like immediately when we got out there. So we just got some quick food. The burger, by the way, at the Oasis pool is so good. I don't know why. It is so good. It is a random pool-side bar burger. But it might honestly be one of the best burgers in Disney.
That's what I told you, it's so good.
And I didn't think I was going to be saying that about the Oasis pool burger. And with that, Hannah is leaving. Goodbye. Thank you so much for coming. It was so fun.
Bye.
Glad you had a good time. Goodbye.
Bye.
And with that, we are heading back to Hollywood Studios for a nice night. Rock and roller coaster, Muppets again, prime time. We'll see where the night takes us from there. Some people are not coming back because Hollywood Studios can be a very draining park, especially if you're trying to do it all in one day. If you're here for a very long time, I do recommend doing a 2-day. Hollywood Studios is going to be a more jam-packed park for sure. With so many like e-tickets, there's a lot to do. And if you're trying to do it all in a very little time, it can get a lot. So some people are just gonna chill out at the pool today, which is, you know, that works. Do Disney how you want to do it. There's no correct way to do it. It's all good. It's all good. And with that, we are so back. Welcome back to Hollywood Studios. We cooled off, we chilled down. I think we're ready to tackle on any crowds, any storms, anything that comes our way today. We should be good to go now. Gotta admit, the background with the clouds, it looks pretty sick.
Just must land it, going back to old Yazoo. Everything you do, people got to ride.
I mean, obviously this is going to be our last time on Rock and Roller Coaster. Not as sad about it because Muppets is taking over, so that's pretty sick. But still a classic. Still one of the first roller coasters that I ever went on, so we'll be missed.
For your rock, baby.
Rock and roller coaster, always a good time, always get you going. Now heading over to Oga's, and I forgot my license, so I will not be drinking. I'm gonna make sure to have the best non-alcoholic drink I can. I'm gonna be right with you. Party hardy. Just like that, we are back in Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, so let's go over to Oga's, go pay our respects to Captain Rex, and have some non-alcoholic beverages while we're at it. Goat, goat, goat. Made it in Oga's. The worst part is the forced interaction with other people. And the LEDs on the table light up like a bougie McDonald's, which is always fun. Get our drinks here. Oh, and is that alcohol? Jeez, come on. There were other people here. They thought it was a restaurant. It is not, so to keep that in mind, there is no food here except like Jell-O, so just letting you know. I probably got the most boring thing on the menu. I just want a blue milk. I like it. A lot of people do not. I'm one of the people that do. It's very fruity, very good. Nice cookie on top. The rest are alcoholic drinks. We got the cold brew, jet fuel, a cold brew. Good? Very good. Good? Very good. This is gonna be one of the only food options here. It's a cotton candy, Jell-O thing. It's pretty good. But you know, don't be expecting burgers, anything like that. Just got out of the bar. Just a quick look at the Millennium Falcon. Never gets old. Oga's is great. It is so cool in there. It is hectic, but you feel like you can't be there for too long because there is a 45-minute time limit. I do actually prefer Trader Sam's over Polynesian. I thought that was a better experience. Just felt more like a real bar, more of like a chill atmosphere, which is crazy to say about one of the loudest places I've ever been, but it rings true with Trader Sam's. Absolutely just slammed it at Sabak. I think I probably won like $1 million if we were playing at the Star Wars Casino. I mean, Star Wars Outlaws just prepared me so well, so shout out the camp. I mean, Owen didn't even have matching cards at the end. What are we doing here?
I had one.
What is he? New at Sabak or something? What are we doing?
Beat me by 1 point.
After a great round of Sabak, we are gonna head over to dinner at Primetime Cafe. It is like 50s inspired restaurant. The waitresses and waiters act like your parents. It's a whole thing. So let's head over there, get some fried chicken. Primetime's running 20 minutes behind schedule, which is fine. More time to explore, more time to go on Star Tours, which is a 5-minute wait, so it sounded perfect. Would like to do Muppets, but I think that's just too much of like a time commitment. As the sun's going down, so are the crowd levels. Can't complain. It is not too hot right now. Feels pretty good.
Passengers requiring assistance.
Man, we got the most intense. Yep. Hope you're not motion sick, because you'll get cooked.
Power of the Force and the magic of Disney have combined once again to create unforgettable new stories. With Star Tours, the adventures continue, now in 3D.
All right, just finished Star Tours, super fun. Got Kashyyyk and the Ahsoka mission. By the way, the back, row 5 of Star Tours, you will be jerked around the entire time. Do not be expecting to like, I don't know, not be motion sick after experiencing the back row of Star Tours. I don't usually get motion sick and I was still feeling it. Can't imagine how Tony was doing. So now we're gonna head over to Primetime. We were called like 2 minutes after, which was not 20 minutes, but works even better for us, so we're gonna get over there right now. So we have arrived in. It's so cool in here. They got TV set up. Everything looks like an old-fashioned kitchen. We're supposed to set the tables ourselves. Probably gonna yell at anyone. It's gonna be your fault. And this is gonna be the menu. I do recommend for the drinks, the peanut butter and jelly milkshake is the best thing here. For the entrees, I'm also gonna recommend, I've eaten it a few times, so I'm gonna recommend the sampling of the favorites. You get the chicken, the pot roast, and the meatloaf. So can't go wrong there, but really can't go wrong anywhere on the menu. 15 minutes after starters. We liking it?
It was fun.
Fun? Yeah?
I'm still nauseous.
Can't recommend back row highly enough, is what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
For starter, we got the onion rings. They're very good. Lightly fried, don't fall apart too easily. Pretty good onion rings. And here is the peanut butter and jelly milkshake. It is so good. Comes with a dining plan, which is always a plus. And it is huge too. So this is gonna be the sampler. You get the pot roast, you get the chicken, you get the meatloaf, you get the green beans, and you get the mashed potatoes. When you can't decide, which is always, this is the way to go. Desserts have arrived. Over here we do have the apple crisp. It is a lot of food here, but I'm gonna try my best. That was such a good meal, but it was such a filling meal. There was a lot of food going on there, especially with the milkshake. A lot to eat, but it was all very good. And shout out to the server, Max. It's the kind of atmosphere where like the waiter kind of makes or breaks the meal, and today he definitely made it, so.
Max delivered.
Yeah, he did. It's like a mini show, you know, he's very quick on his feet, kind of has a response to everything. That's how it goes there, and super good meal. We're now gonna head over to Muppets, one last ride, and then head over to Midway Mania, and then we're gonna hit the road. Let's hit this thing up one more time, pay our respects to the gang, and then it's time to say goodbye.
Saying goodbye, going away, seems like goodbye, such a hard thing to say. Touching a hand, wondering why. It's time for saying goodbye.
And we are gonna get the full pre-show, which in my opinion is a part of the show. It is so good.
Start Muppet Vision 3D.
For the comfort and safety of everyone around you, please don't flash photography, video, lighting, or cell phone uses during the show. Now put on those special 3D glasses as Kermit the Gang proudly present Jim Henson's Muppet Vision 3D.
It's called a salute to all nations, but mostly America.
Yeah, we lost! Scientists from all over the world to come and work here. Unfortunately, none of them showed up.
That's terrible. You're right. He's
Muppet Vision, we are gonna miss you. When it comes to theme park shows, truly in a league of your own. I could talk for hours about how awesome that show is, you know, just every detail is thought out, to like Sweetums walking out, to Bean Bunny. Got some fireworks going off in the background, just like in Muppet Vision 3D. As a huge Muppet and Jim Henson fan, Muppet Vision 3D to me will always be like one of the last pieces we had of Jim, which is great. And also, you know, just goes to show like how he thought about things. How can I elevate this to the highest level? Which he did with Muppet Vision, just put so many extra things in there that didn't need to be there. It could have just been a show. There's so much going on. It goes to show just, you know, how great he was at what he did and how great Muppet Vision was for theme park attractions. We're on to bigger things, and I do hope Monsters Inc. is going to be awesome. I do think it will. The door coaster looks awesome, and just the area is gonna be good. You know, it's probably gonna be better than the Muppet area, to be honest. I don't think the Muppet area was fully fleshed out like it was ever supposed to be with like the Muppet Great Movie Ride and things like that. It was still great, and I'm still glad I got to experience it, and I'm very excited to experience new things too. Before we head out, we're gonna do one more ride, Toy Story Mania again. Try to beat that high score, maybe get score of the day. Probably not, but we'll see. Just finished Toy Story Mania. Owen was joking around, calling me a sweat, because I like try too hard in Toy Story Mania, which is like, you know, it's whatever. It just means I win a lot. But I am legitimately sweating a lot, so maybe I do have to tone it down a little bit, you know? At night, the crowds in all the studios really are not too bad. They kind of go everywhere. You got Fantasmic going on, you have families leaving, you have people hitting up the big lines. So it leaves the streets pretty much empty. There's just not a lot of people around. So if you're looking for that family photo where it looks pretty much empty in the park except for you, it's gonna be at night. It looks the prettiest and it looks the emptiest. It really is the perfect combo. We're about to leave the park. We're not gonna hit up Fantasmic tonight. Just too tired. We do have Magic Kingdom tomorrow, so it's gonna be crazy. But before I leave, I needed one last goodbye. My experience with Disney, I feel like there's a lot of uniformity, just a lot of conforming with, you know, basic kind of things. It sounds weird when I say it. So when you do find an attraction that you feel is like unique and you really like, you really enjoy, It feels so cool. I must sound like such a dork right now. For me, Muppet Vision will always be that attraction. It is just so unique and so awesome and funny and makes me laugh every time, and always gets such a good response from the crowd. Doesn't get better when it comes to theme park attractions. So it felt only right to do like one last little trip around, take it all in, take some photos, take some videos, really say goodbye to a place that, you know, I've had here since I was a child and I've always had the same enjoyment for. Did always wish there was more Ralph on this attraction. Really unfortunate that there's not. He is the GOAT, but that's beside the point. This is one of the last works of Jim Henson, so it is super unfortunate to get rid of. I am gonna miss it dearly. I'm very excited to see what comes next, but Muppet Vision, you always have a very special place in my heart. We're leaving the park now. I felt like I needed to say something. I love the attraction so much, if you couldn't tell by now. Line for Disney Springs at 10:17 p.m. There's not that much going on at Disney Springs at this hour. It's technically the nightclub spot of Disney, but like, it is Disney, so that's not saying much. Most closes around 11, so I don't know what they're doing. The Disney bus at night has to be a top 5 sleeping location of all time. I could sit down and immediately sleep every single time on those buses. It truly is the real magic of Disney. We are back at the Poly, and with that, I think it's gonna do it for us today. Super fun day at Hollywood Studios. Pretty jam-packed. We did a lot. We did basically every ride. Didn't do Mickey Minnie, but that is okay. We will hit it another day. Got Muppet Vision out of the way. It's abandoned and need to be ripped off, so I'm glad we did. Just a super fun day all around. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys had as much fun watching as we had making it. We'll see you tomorrow, Magic Kingdom. It's gonna be a crazy day. Cannot wait to get out there. Peace.